Good morning, folks. This is Mike Cayley 7. Good evening to those who are watching at night. Good afternoon to some of you. I don't know. Happy 2083. If these videos are still available at that point, after I'm long since cremated and spread, anthropologists will look back on this thing and think to themselves, what an odd little duck. Well, I don't know. 1,000 years from now, I'll be like, gotta keep my wits about me here. Just feels like all of a sudden everyone's coming out at me. Like River Raid. Pew, 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 pew. Remember that? I got full gas now. Some of you are like, what? So I'm at 11,708 miles on the odometer. I've been saying the odometer reading lately because I'm trying to keep track of my mileage for a year better, just so I know how many miles I've ridden in a year. So far, it's probably been about 15,000 for the year. It's 43 degrees. I have on all my good gear except for pants. I just can't get over that pants hurdle. Having to change out of my pants and put on different pants. I just can't do it. If I'm on a longer trip, sure, I'll wear on the pants all day, but I got on the super boots, so at least my feet and ankles are kind of protected. And I have the best thing of all. The best safety gear that you could possibly have is your own brain. Of course, you got to use it. And so, notice how close I am to this guy? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I'm three seconds behind this guy. So let's increase that distance a little bit. I don't have to worry about anybody cutting me off right now because there's nobody here. Alright. What an odd color for a house. I was at a party once with my my family, and I was talking to my brother-in-law. And I said something about come on, buddy. Go ahead. Everybody else was first. I said, one of the only good thing about living in a subdivision is at least your neighbor's not going to paint his house some stupid color like purple. And he says, my house is painted purple. Oh, God. Open mouth, insert foot, Mike. So, yeah. See, at the time, he wasn't married to my sister. He was living in another place. But, oops. So, I don't even remember how I reacted. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm an asshole. Something like that. I guess I would be considered that person who is bound to say something inappropriate. Either accidentally or on purpose. As I get older, it's more on purpose now. I just think it's fun. My mother is like that. I get it from my mom. I come by it honest. I'll give you some examples of the crazy shit my mom has said. And I love my mom. She's 81 years old. But here's a couple things she said. When I was a teenager, I was sitting in the living room with my mom and my stepfather, Bob. And it was getting late. And I said, you know, I'm feeling kind of tired. I think I'm going to go to bed. And then Bob says, yeah, I'm feeling kind of tired too. I think I'm going to go to bed. My mother says, you know what? I want to sit on someone's face. So I looked at Bob like, Bob, take her away. Yeah. Another time, my brother Bobby, that's my stepbrother, Bob's kid, he brought home his girlfriend, Rhonda. We used to call her Rhonda. And she was beautiful. Blonde hair, she had a Playboy bunny body. Amazing. And my mom meets her and she says, "Oh, nice to meet you, Rhonda. I see you're a blonde. Hey, Bobby, tip her upside down, see if she's a real blonde." So at that, Bobby looked mortified, and so did Rhonda. And they decided they're going to go now. "All right, we're going to leave now, Pat." So my mom yells down the stairs after them as they're going down the stairs. "All right, bye-bye. Make sure you practice safe sex, and if you don't have any condoms, I have saran wrap and elastics." Oh, my mom. She ain't right. Oh. She was at the doctor's recently, and he was asking her about her activity level. You know, what do you do for fun? It's like, I sit in my chair, and I watch my stories, and I read my books. She says, "What else do you do for fun?" "That's all I do. With this lung disease I got, I can barely walk around. So that's all I do." So you have to do something else for fun. So she says to me, "Michael, he kept pushing me. So finally I had to tell him." I said, "All right, I masturbate." The doctor almost spit out his coffee. He laughed. He says, "Pat, I will never forget you for that. That is the best response I have ever heard anyone say." Oh, goodness. When she went to the doctor over her AFib, she's got really bad AFib, in addition to her lung disease. They put a pacemaker in her, but the AFib kept happening. So the doctor says, "We're going to put we're going to do a nerve ablation on your heart." She says, "I thought the pacemaker was supposed to help." No, that just helps you not to die when we give you the medicine to stop the AFib. But now that your pacemaker's there, we're going to do this nerve ablation to stop the AFib. She says, "What's the chance that people die when you do this operation?" He says, 0%. We couldn't kill you if we wanted to. Oh. Oh. Goodness gracious, Mikey. Watch out now, watch out now. So anyway, the doctor says, "Nobody dies. We couldn't kill you if we wanted to because of that pacemaker." She says, "God damn it, I can't catch a break." So they go to do the operation, and she's laying there on a gurney, and the young doctor guy is putting in the catheter, whatever thing, in her crotch they go through your crotch to do that thing. And she says, "I haven't had a cute young guy rooting around down there in over 20 years. Oh, God. I went to visit her a few years ago, and she's sitting in the passenger seat as we're driving down the road, and she says, "You know, I miss your father. I sure loved him. He was the love of my life." "I know, Ma. I know, Ma. You know, there's not one part of my body that man did not gobble up." Meanwhile, I got a 14-year-old kid sitting in the back seat. He's turning 3 shades of red. My girlfriend's just kind of looking out the window like, "Oh my goodness." As my dad used to say, "She's a pip." Now, I don't know what crazy, inappropriate things I've said, because I don't really keep track of the craziness that comes out of me, but I know that if there's a way I can turn something wrong into some innuendo or something funny, I'll go for it. Depending on the company I keep, of course. If I'm in a serious situation, I don't do that, but among friends that know me, oh, hell yeah. Go there? No, I live there. Like my mother before me. My dad wasn't like that. He did not, he didn't make those kinds of jokes. That's definitely genetically from my mother. Alright, this is Mike Kaylee 7 giving you a couple of funny stories about my ma. I'll talk to you later.